South African Police Service is in shambles. This time it took 30 cops to arrest 3 farmers, of which 2 of the 3 were young female farmers, 2 sisters that farm alone in the Free State. They are appearing in a court in the Free State today, but I want to call this Blue Light Mafia 2, and it seems that we're going to have many more sequels to this. It just seems that the South African Police Service are too cowardly to act when there is real violent crime, but when it takes the arrest of 3 people, they use 30 cops. How many times have you called the South African Police Service and they either don't answer or they tell you that there's no van available? How many times do we hear of incidents where people are literally shot and killed and it takes the police 3, 4, 5, even 6 hours, if even, to show up to the scene? There's a double standard of policing in this country. Last night, we see a video released by Zama Zamas saying that Bheki Cele can send all the police and army he likes. He will be outgunned by them as Zama Zamas. And you know what? Chances are they're probably correct. Bheki Cele thinks about waltzing around in his suit and his little hat on an old mine is going to make any kind of difference to the Zama Zama issue. I beg to differ. We need a proper intervention, and the only way to do that is to replace SAP's management. But back to the ground level problem in the Free State regarding the Brandfort arrests. It makes no sense to me that these cops can get away with telling people that they're going to teach them a lesson. And we hear this time and time again. And the good cops in the South African Police Service that try and do something are either intimidated, fired, or transferred when they want to do the right thing. So it seems in the South African Police Service, if you want to get a promotion, make sure you do the wrong thing. I want to refer to General Moshologi quickly in the Overberg district. You remember a while ago I sent out a video about a general that became a general after just 11 years in the South African Police Service. While she is still there, she is now driving around in a state vehicle, likely with a firearm. She failed all of her management tests and exams. She failed all the courses she was on, and she also didn't complete the necessary training and basic training assessments that she needed to have for her to be in the position that she was in. Ironic much? No. It seems that there is preferential appointments, as we all know, by the ANC and specifically in the South African Police Service to make sure you put people that you want in power in certain places for you to have a comfortable, let's call it a comfortable retirement one day. That is what the South African Police Service currently is. It is a insurance reference number service where pensioners of the ANC can take a rest in uniform, they can retire with rank, and they can salute to all the corrupt people that they protected. That is the legacy of the current South African Police Service. What happened in Brandfort is wrong, and I guarantee you the Blue Light Mafia 1 and 2 let's call them events that we've seen over the last 2 weeks is going to get far worse in the future. If citizens don't start speaking up, each one on their own, things cannot change. We need big corporates to step up and say something. We need insurance businesses. We need banks. Bigger business to actually tell government no. And no, not a group of CEOs that are now going to go speak to Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa's not going to listen to you because ideology outweighs any of the logic you might want to share with him. Stick out your necks. Government can't punish all corporates if they stand together. Corporates in South Africa, in my opinion, many of them have unfortunately become a bit, let's call it, cowardly, and they don't act when they need to. We need change, and the only way to do that is for big corporates and individuals on the ground to actually speak out. Blue Light Mafia incidents is what is going to happen every single day for the coming years if what I just mentioned doesn't change. I agree with Corne Mulder and with John Steenhuisen. Corne Mulder speaks of the modern UDF that we need, where civil society, political parties, organizations from schools to churches stand together and form this organization to counter the current state. And it's the same in terms of the Moonshot Pact and the parties that come together, speak together to spearhead this change. If we don't do that, Blue Light Mafia is the future of South Africa.